We all remember shows like Teen Titans or even Ben 10. So today I'll be going over what is the best superhero cartoon. The first show I'm going to start off with has to be Teen Titans. This show had one of the best stories ever, had the best fights ever, even had great moments with the characters, and now let me tell you the moment. So Slade is one of Teen Titans' enemies. Every time his name came across, Robin would get obsessed and would try to figure out what he was planning, but little did he know that would damage him. Another part you guys should all remember is when Robin turned to Red X to try to take down Slade, but he couldn't. We know how that ended up. He had to get some help from his friends. You know how that ended up. There's so many great things about this show. I actually have no clue why they stopped it. Why they stopped the show way too soon. Like, it had 5 seasons. They could have kept going. You guys remember seeing a girl named Tara appear, and Beast Boy convinced the team to let her on the team. Her abilities were that she can control rocks. Basically, she would sit on rocks, and she can like also manipulate rocks. You feel what I'm saying? But she couldn't control them 100%. She told Beast Boy not to tell anyone, and he said he won't, and told him to help. You know how Beast Boy is. He's a helper. He wants to help. He's on the team. He's not gonna not say it. They're a team full of superheroes, so we gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why Beast Boy wanted her on the team is because he fell in love with her in an instant. But as soon as he falls in love with her, she tries her best to stay away from him. Why? He was a lover boy. All he wanted to do was love. You know what I'm saying? What he do wrong? What he do wrong? That was so heartbreaking. We can all agree that Teen Titans is a 10 out of 10 show, 10 out of 10 characters and everything. Another show that got canceled way too soon. And we all know this. That got canceled way too soon. You know his name? The Friendly Spider-Man, aka Spectacular Spider-Man. One of the greatest superhero shows ever made. I'm pretty sure it only had 2 seasons, but boy, let me tell you, from season 1 to season 2, everything was peak. You cannot tell me, listen, straight face. You cannot tell me from season 1 to season 2, everything was not peak. There's not one, you can't complain about the show. 10 out of 10. Why it's a 10 out of 10? We get to see Peter Parker go through actual Peter Parker stuff, like his aunt struggling with bills. Damn. He can't afford certain things. Even girls don't like him for real. Now the only one that really liked him was Gwen, but besides that, he gets used because he's smart. Now Gwen was the only one that liked him. They all used him for like tutor stuff. None of them really liked him. You feel what I'm saying? Or they were just using him for attention to get from their boyfriend, and their boyfriend don't like them. You know how it is. You know how it is. It's the same way in real life. Hold on, give me a second. It's the same way in real life. This is easily the best superhero Spider-Man show ever. They nailed everything down 100%, from the villains to the characters. For example, when Eddie got mad at Peter for running away when they were in danger, but Brochacho does not know that he is Spider-Man. He wasn't running away. He was running away to get help because he's Spider-Man. He was running away to do his, you know what I'm saying? He's a hero. Durr. Even I know that. He assumes he ran away and left them alone. He didn't leave you alone. Like, why you getting mad at Brochacho? He's your broski. He was really going to get his suit so he can help you. I don't know why you're getting mad at him. Or another is when Harry is trying to prove himself to his dad, but his dad thinks everything he does is not good enough. But if Peter does it, he don't think it's good enough. Everything Peter does, he's glazing him. Everything his son does, no. Even when Peter does something good, he's like, yo, Harry, why can't you be like him? Yo, what are you doing? So he takes the Green Goblin serum. You remember that episode? I watched Spectacular Spider-Man like 6,000 times, so I know everything. I don't know if you guys remember everything, but Sandman's character development is pretty good at first. He's just a reckless criminal who wants to get a quick buck. Then he turns into a reckless criminal. Then he wants to save everybody on the boat, and he sacrifices himself. That's great. That's a great character development right there. I also love seeing Peter Parker get the black suit, and he meets Black Cat, which was pretty interesting duel. Even when he used the black suit and he had to fight against the Sinister Six, the things that he dealt with in season 2 is insane. But this show is easily top 5 superhero shows, hands down. You cannot disagree with me on that. You cannot disagree. Now for the last one, I watched Ben 10 so many times I can really just go over everything without even looking at the script. Ben 10 is one of the greatest shows on Cartoon Network as a whole. Everybody knows Ben 10. Doesn't matter who you are. You could have never watched cartoons. You know what Ben 10 is. Ben 10 is one of the best shows, one of the best superhero kid shows. Now, I don't think we could relate to any of it from the top of my head. I don't think we can. If you can put some points in the comments, let me know what the story actually is. I just know about the fights, the fighting story, the character development with like Ben and all that stuff, and the aliens, the change of aliens, and him being able to understand understand how to use the aliens, him getting the Omnitrix by accident, and it was supposed to go to Grandpa Max, it was not supposed to go to him. Like there's so many different things. Just because I'm saying I do not remember the story, I am not saying that this show is terrible. I just do not remember the story. There's certain cartoons where you remember the story, you remember the characters, you remember everything. I mainly remember like the moments, like him learning how to use the Omnitrix like way better than he did before, rely on his cousin and his grandpa and not just relying on himself because he thinks he's better than anybody else because he has the Omnitrix. And there is times where he literally says he has the Omnitrix, he's good, he doesn't need you. Basically he's kind of what he's doing, the same thing that people do in real life. Like if you have certain statuses or whatever, they think they're better than you, so they really don't need you because they're doing better than you, so they just can't rely on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Ben 10 it kind of is. But again, you gotta remember he's 10 years old, he has an Omnitrix, 10 aliens, he's protecting the world. Like I can understand why he thinks he's better than everybody, just because you guys are just humans with just like guns, swords, pickaxes, whatever they had in Ben 10. You can't really help him like that. But I can see the point that we're trying to make. Like just because he has the Omnitrix, just because he's a superhero, doesn't mean he's not like he's not any better than like a human. Like a human that has no powers and him with powers, they're still the same type of people. You know what I'm saying? But I think Ben 10 is a 10 out of 10. Now there's another show that I have to do. Now from this, please let me know what you would say is the best out of these. I think Teen Titans is even better. I don't know what to say for Young Justice. Like it's basically Young Justice is this Justice League, but it's like their sidekicks, and like they have different developments. They have to learn how to be a team. Young Justice is about a group of sidekicks who want to prove that they deserve to have their own team. I'm not gonna lie, we've seen Speedy. He is Green Arrow's sidekick. He's a very snappy kid, has attitude. I understand like he felt like they deserved to actually go into the actual Justice League headquarters, but he got really mad that they did not get to go in the Justice League headquarters, and they just got into the hall. So he left. So now it's just Aqualad, Robin, and Kid Flash. So it's really only those three. If I'm missing someone, please let me know. Now those three decide that they're gonna go hack into Justice League's headquarters to see what they're doing, because they're not about to sit there and just stay. So they figure out that they're gonna do their own stuff, and then they hack something and they go into this mission that's not dangerous, but kind of dangerous, but not really dangerous. They come across Superboy. Superboy is the clone of Superman, and we see that they kind of have troubles at first. They get captured and they eventually escape, and let's just say Superboy is now on their team. Batman's kind of proud that they figured that out and they did all that stuff, and now they are officially a team. Now it's Superboy, Robin, Aqualad, Kid Flash, and Martian Manhunter's niece, and Superboy. So interesting. They had to add one more person, so now we're seeing a full team of them, but they're still not a team yet because they don't have the chemistry like Justice League where they can just, you know, like do combos all together. So at first we don't really see good chemistry. Megan, if you don't know, the Young Justice lady, she uses her telekinesis to like read everybody's thoughts, and then Superboy gets mad. Now Superboy is at YN. He gets mad over everything. I'm on the 4th episode or the 5th. Mans gets mad at everything. I already watched this back like when I was a kid, but I don't remember anything about it. But he gets mad at everything, like everything, every little thing he gets mad at. Now let's just skip it and let's go into their first mission as a whole team. Okay, now we first see them fight their first villain. The chemistry was not good. Chemistry was bad. They had no communication. They were all just going one by one instead of, you know, one by one doing the dash like Castanet, but they weren't really hooking up like as a team. They all start getting tossed around like Usopp and One Piece. It's kind of sad how all of them got tossed around like that. You would think that like as sidekicks to the top heroes that they are, they wouldn't lose. Like so for example, Robin, Batman, Kid Flash, The Flash, you feel what I'm saying? You would think like they would have taught them like chemistry, even though like there's two people, they would still like know because their leaders are like top 5 in the universe. You feel what I'm saying? Batman would never let this happen to him. Chill, I know they're sidekicks, but still we gotta give them props. They start managing their own after getting beat up. Megan runs away to go think of a plan. She says she has a plan, and then she starts putting them in they start getting in combos. Like Red Tornado pulls up, but he really doesn't pull up, and it's just her shapeshifting. And then as he tries to scan, she grabs him with her hand, and let me tell you, they start putting them in combos. I'm like, wait, oh my god, they start putting combos and they start doing their thing. Now all of them have crazy potential. They all have crazy potential, but obviously the top 3 is Aqualad, Robin, and whoever you want to put in the third. Aqualad is a great leader, great like great he's level-headed, he's very smart, he knows what to do, what not to do. Now, that's gonna wrap it up for this. I don't know the story of the show. I don't really think it has like a story, but the meaning inside of it might be different from what I'm saying. So if you guys think Young Justice is good, let me know if you disagree with what I'm saying and you have anything to debuttal with what I'm saying. I don't think Young Justice is terrible, I just don't remember it. And let me explain something real quickly. There is some shows you can watch as a kid and it's tough, and then you watch it as an adult, and for some reason I don't know if it hits hard for me. Like certain shows that I watched as a kid I love, but now when I watch it now I'm like, is it really that good? Because I'm watching Young Justice and I'm not really getting, like, I'm not getting hit with like some new, oh my gosh, this is so tough, or I'm feeling like some emotion with this. But if you got this far, say Brand New Day or One Piece, I'm not saying Young Justice is terrible. I just feel like there are shows you watch as a kid and it's tough, and you can watch it as an adult or a teenager and it's not that tough to me. That's just my opinion. So if you like this video, let me know. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.